We all have snacks that we really like. It's very sad when those snacks are no longer made or sold in stores. These were treats that we ate when we were kids. We can still remember the ads on TV telling us how great they were. We can even remember how delicious they tasted. Here are some of our most loved old snacks that we can't find anymore. Pizza Spins were a tasty, savory snack made by General Mills. These small crackers were meant to taste like pizza. They had flavors like tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, pepper, and other spices used in pizza sauce. Pizza Spins first came out in 1968. The commercials showed them as a snack from another planet because of their unique pizza flavor. After they were first introduced, Pizza Spins stayed on grocery store shelves for almost 10 years, but the company stopped making them in 1975. Long ago, in the 1980s and 1990s, Nabisco made a yummy snack called cheese Tidbits. Lots of people loved these little stick-shaped crackers. They had a really good cheesy flavor that made them great for snacking. Cheese Tidbits tasted a lot like Cheez-Its and Goldfish crackers, which were other cheesy crackers. Because they were so similar to those other snacks, the company stopped making cheese Tidbits in the early 2000s. The stick shape wasn't special enough, so stores didn't keep them on their shelves anymore. Toets were special pastries made by Nabisco. They were meant to compete with Pop-Tarts made by Kellogg's. Nabisco said Toets had high-quality fillings made from the best fruits. They claimed only an expert baker could make such a tasty pastry. Toets had a flaky crust with a sweet filling inside, topped with sparkly sugar. While they never became as popular as Pop-Tarts, Toets did have some fans who loved them. In 2002, after trying again to make Toets appeal to kids, Nabisco stopped making these fancy breakfast pastries. Doodads were a really fun snack mix made by Nabisco. It combined cheesy stick crackers, pretzels, nuts, and other yummy savory items. Just as good as Chex Mix, if not better. Doodads were the ideal snack for parties and get-togethers. During the 1970s and 1980s, they were one of Nabisco's most popular munchies that everyone loved munching on. However, the 1990s saw a ton of brand new snack foods hit the market. With all these new options available, people started buying Doodads less and less. By the end of that decade, not enough people were purchasing Doodads for Nabisco to keep making them profitably. So sadly, they had to discontinue this classic beloved snack mix that had been a party staple for so many years. Kudos were made by the Mars Candy Company. They were chocolate granola bars that were super popular with kids in the 1990s. Kids loved them because they tasted like eating a candy bar for breakfast. The original flavors were fudge, peanut butter, and chocolate chip. Later on, Mars added new flavors using their famous candies like Dove chocolate and Snickers. But in 2017, Mars suddenly stopped making Kudos without any explanation. They just disappeared from store shelves. Kids could no longer enjoy the granola bars that used to advertise, "Kudos, I'm yours," since Mars took them away. It was a sad day when this beloved chocolate breakfast treat vanished. Back in the late 1980s, there was a really cool fruit drink called High C Ecto Cooler. It was tied to the Ghostbusters movies, especially Ghostbusters 2. The drink bottles had the famous Slimer ghost character on them. The citrusy, orange-flavored Ecto Cooler was part of many kids' childhood memories and nostalgic for Ghostbusters fans. However, as the Ghostbusters movies faded away, the drink name changed. First it became Shoutin' Orange Tangerine, but kept the same flavor. Then, in 2006, it was renamed again to Crazy Citrus Cooler. Unfortunately, just a year later in 2007, the company stopped making this classic 80s kids drink altogether. No more Ecto Cooler or its renamed versions could be found on store shelves after that. Crunch Taters were a really popular crunchy potato chip snack made by Frito-Lay back in the 1990s. They got extra famous after being shown in the hit Christmas movie Home Alone. These chips were known for being extra thick and super crispy. Crunch Taters came in two bold flavors, a spicy jalapeno flavor and a smoky mesquite barbecue flavor. The bags had a fun alligator character on them. Crunch Taters first hit stores in the late 1980s as a zestier alternative to regular potato chips. While they were trendy, Crunch Taters didn't stick around for too long. By the end of the 1990s decade, they had disappeared from shelves. However, their popular spicy seasonings likely influenced some of the boldly flavored chips we see today. Back in the 1960s, Pillsbury made a really cool snack called Space Food Sticks. These snack sticks were actually designed to be food for NASA astronauts in space. That alone made kids super excited to try them. Space Food Sticks came in fun flavors like chocolate and peanut butter. At first, their space name helped make them popular, but eventually Pillsbury dropped the space part and just called them Food Sticks. Even without the space connection, they were still tasty snacks. Unfortunately, their success didn't last. As fewer people became interested in them over time, Pillsbury stopped making food sticks by the 1980s. This unique astronaut-inspired snack only got to shine for a little while before disappearing from stores. But they gave kids a little taste of eating like they were in outer space. Back in the 1950s and 1960s, kids loved a delicious snack cake called Nichols Banana Flips. These treats had a soft, moist cake on the outside with a yummy banana-flavored cream filling on the inside. They were like little banana-flavored dream cakes. Nichols wasn't the only company that made these banana snack cakes, though. Some other brands called them Banana Dreams or other names. But no matter what they were called, these banana-filled treats were a favorite for kids with a sweet tooth. Sadly, by the early to mid-2000s, most snack cake companies stopped making banana-flavored cakes like these. One by one, they disappeared from store shelves, leaving lots of people missing the nostalgic taste of these classic banana cake snacks from their childhood. A real sweet treat lost to time. Back in the 80s and 90s, one of the most popular frozen treats for kids were pudding pops made by Jell-O. These were popsicles, but instead of being made of fruit flavors, they were creamy pudding frozen onto a stick. Kids went crazy for getting to eat pudding as a popsicle. The commercials for pudding pops even featured Bill Cosby, who was a beloved TV dad that everyone recognized at the time. When pudding pops first came out, they were an absolute hit. Kids couldn't get enough of the creamy pudding-flavored frozen treats. However, by the later 1990s, their popularity started to fade. Sadly, pudding pops just weren't selling well enough for Jell-O to keep making them profitably. One by one, the pudding popsicle varieties disappeared from freezer aisles, leaving many kids missing this nostalgic part of their childhood. All right, snack fans, that's all we have time for today on these nostalgic treats from years past. From the cheesy Nabisco Tidbits to the banana-filled Nichols Flips, it was a trip down memory lane remembering all these snacks we used to love as kids. If this video made you crave some of those nostalgic flavors, let me know which discontinued snack you miss the most down in the comments. While we may never get to enjoy snacks like pizza spins or peanut butter boppers again, at least we'll always have the memories. Be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this trip down snack memory lane. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when we upload more fun snack history videos. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more delicious nostalgic adventures. Stay hungry.